ask you to do in maths? Maths 1. Okay, we are going to discuss our mind test 9.1i, page 246. Okay, we are going to look at the questions number 1 here. Okay. So the diagram on the right shows a parallelogram. Okay, what does it mean by parallelogram, girls? What does it mean by parallelogram? Come again? Apa yang sama? If you look over here, our line FK, you are going to have parallel with GH. Am I right? And we are going to have FG, line FG is going to be parallel with our KH or HK there. That's what it means by parallelogram. Okay. Given that O is the origin and point K is located on the x-axis, the equation of straight line FG, okay, is given over here. Our FG is going to be 2y equals to x plus 20. So the questions over here determine the gradient of straight line FG. So what must I do? Meet the okay, we have our equation is 2y equals to x plus 20 for our straight line FG. Is it our gradient is 1? Yes, we are going to make our coefficient of y become 1. So we are going to divide everything with 2. So over here you are going to get y equals to 1 over 2x plus 10. So where is your gradient here? Yes, so we have already the gradient for our FG will be 1 over 2. That's for the questions A there. Okay, next for our B. Determine the y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept of the straight line HK. What? What's that? Okay, so what did we know for our straight line HK? Is gonna be, just now I draw the parallel with our FG. If parallel, what does it mean? What is the same? The gradient of FG will be the same with the gradient of our HK. So, pergi minum air kak. Kalau baby-baby dia letak tisu kat atas ni kan. Ni dah jadi. Okay, so we have already the gradient for HK will be 1 over 2 already. Okay. So we know that the question here is not asking for the gradient. The question is asking for what here? Y-intercept. What does it mean by y-intercept? Our C, correctly. Okay. So if you look over here, we are going to use the equation y equals to mx plus c. And if you look, the coordinate, the coordinate given there is h already, isn't it? So we are going to use our coordinate h, which is the coordinate, the h point h is gonna lies on our straight line HK there. So we are going to use our coordinate of h here, 8, 2. So we are going to substitute into our what? Equation of straight line. X is going to be 8 and our y there is going to be 2. 2 equals to 1 over 2. X here is going to be 8. Means that we are going to find our y-intercept. C is y-intercept, okay? So if you look over here, 2 and 8, I can simplify. Got 4 there. So 4 times 1 is going to be 4. Bring to the left side. So we are going to have our C here is going to be 2 minus 4. So our y-intercept will be negative 2. That's how you find your y-intercept. Again, girls. Okay, C. The equation of straight line HK. HK. So we have already what? We have already the gradient there. We have already the gradient of HK. We have already the y-intercept for HK. Means that straight away we are going to have what? Y equals to 1 over 2x minus 2. This is our equation of straight line. What? HK, isn't it? I think it's quite easy lah. Okay. We are going to look at our questions number 2 now. Okay. For our questions number 2 here, okay, we have our O is the origin and PQRS is a trapezium, where it's given over here PS are parallel with our QR. PS is parallel with QR there. Okay, the straight line RS, where RS? Okay, there. Over here, we are going to get parallel to the y-axis. Okay, parallel to y-axis. And point Q and S are on the x-axis. Okay. The question. Determine the coordinate of S. Where is our S? Here. So how did we want to find the coordinate of S?
50.
Come again?
50.
How did you know 50?
Because the question says RS is parallel. So their x is the same. And then S is lying on the x-axis. So their y is 0.
Yeah. So if you look over here, girls, you can determine by looking at our diagram only. Okay, like our friend said, S and R is going to be parallel to our y-axis. Means that it's going to be the straight line there, right? So if you look over there, you are going to get same with our R here, which means our S here is going to be 5 here. Okay. So because it lies on our x-axis, means that you are going to get the coordinate of S here is going to be 50 from our diagram only. Okay. Next. The equation of straight line QR. Where's our QR? There. It's given over there. Q lies on our x-axis. R given already. 5, -10 there. So, if we are going to find our equation of straight line QR, we are going to have in the equation y equals to mx plus c. Did we have our gradient? No. So how we are going to find the gradient for our QR? We know that it's parallel between QR line and PS line. Means what you are going to have over here, that the gradient of QR going to be equals to the gradient of our PS. Means what? Means we are going to find the gradient of our PS. How to find the gradient of PS?
Use the formula of y minus y1 over x2 minus y1.
X1. So we are going to have over here x1, y1, and for our s over here we are going to do x2, y2 by using the formula y2 0 minus y1 is going to be 8 over x2 is going to be 5 minus x1 is going to be negative 3 there. Okay, so if you look over there you are going to get negative 8 over 8, which means it's going to be negative 1 will be your gradient here. Okay, so you got your gradient already. Next, if we are going to find the equation of straight line for QR, did we have one of the point at our line QR there? Yes, we are going to use what? Our point R, isn't it? So by using our point R, 5, negative 10 here, we are going to substitute in our equation of straight line y equals to mx plus c by finding what? Our c. So if you look over here, this is going to be our x. Yeah, this is going to be x. This is going to be y. So we are going to substitute in our equation of straight line. Y here is going to be negative 10 equals to gradient just now you get is negative 1. X in our coordinate there is going to be 5. Means that we are going to find our C. So negative 1 times 5, we are going to get negative 5. Negative 5 bring to the left, you are going to get what? Plus, means you are going to get your C here is negative 10 plus 5, you are going to get negative 5. After you have your gradient and your y-intercept, you are going to substitute back in our equation of straight line without what? Substitute the x and y value. So you are going to get y equals to our gradient just now is negative. You just put x over there. Then we are going to get our c here negative 5. This is going to be our equation for QR. Equation of straight line of QR, you are going to get y equals to negative x minus 5. Okay. Next, what we are going to do next goes our C. C is going to be the x-intercept of straight line QR. The x-intercept. So means that where is our x-intercept? Where is our x-intercept in our QR there? It's going to be the point of Q, isn't it? What does it mean by our x-intercept? You are going to get the coordinate here is x0. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, okay. So you have already the equation of straight line just now is negative x, negative 5, isn't it? So means that if you look over here, we are going to substitute for our Q here. We didn't have the coordinate. We are going to put x0. Substitute in our equation y equals to negative x minus 5 here. So x is x, y is, if you look there, x is x, y is 0. So 0 equals to negative x minus 5, isn't it? So bring negative 5 to the left side. You're going to get negative x equals to 5. We are going to find our x, isn't it? So we are going to times both sides with negative 1. So you're going to get x here will be negative 5. Means, our x-intercept will be negative 5. Isn't it? That's gonna be our answer for C. That's all. Finish.